Today I fucked up when I tried to Facebook creep my boyfriend's ex-girlfriend. Today, well early AM, I fucked up and got super wasted and tried to search for my BF's ex on FB, but when I typed in her name, nothing came up. I searched over and over and nothing. This evening, I see that I had posted her name all over my wall. Kill me. Edit. A dude from Canada who likes to tell stories. Smile. Edit 2. You all are so amazing, thanks for the love. Facebook is the worst for this. A friend did something similar. He meant to message a friend but instead posted on his wall, something along the lines of, would it be weird of me to say that Sarah, a mutual female friend, not real name, is unbelievably beau today I fucked up. She saw it and replied I don't think that would be weird. Still can't believe he never made a move. He didn't make the move. Can you tell your friend that some random stranger from Reddit wants to slap his face? Holy shit, the social media fuck up is the worst. I'd be hiding under a rock for a couple days. Once I did this but wasn't wasted and was able to find her profile. Right hand went stupid on me and ended up sending her a friend request. Yay. This is what I was expecting to happen to Op. I was pleasantly surprised that it was so much better than my expectations. LPT. Keep posting other names on your wall for the next 21 days. All of your friends will become so annoyed that they'll unfollow you. Problem solved. The classic nuke the world to get rid of the anthill solution. I like it. You better hope she doesn't die suddenly, Op, because now you have a motive. Today I fucked up by taking a nude photo on my wife's phone. So my wife left her phone in the bathroom a few days ago and I saw it as I got out of the shower, so I did what any dumbass husband would do. I took ridiculously cheesy nude photos of myself around the house. Nothing sexual or anything. Just things like me eating cereal with my diving hood on and legs spread eagle for no reason, or me watering the plants whilst my legs were unnecessarily too far apart and so on. We don't really go out much and we have no friends in this country, we just moved. So I thought she'd find it really funny when she came home. Well, I went to work and forgot all about it completely. Fast forward to today. We're at H&M and trying to pay. My wife uses this member thing. I don't really know exactly what it is. I guess you could be an H&M member or something. That's on an app on her phone and for some reason, the barcode just won't scan. Two people at the counter are trying everything possible. No luck. My wife gets the clever idea that maybe she should take a screenshot of the barcode, zoom in and enlarge it. Maybe it will work then. At this point, there's a bit of a queue behind us, and the second cashier has to give up and start getting this under control. He's ringing up the lady next to us. Her kid's basically watching our cashier basically frantically try to find some sort of solution whilst staring at my wife's screen. And when my wife opens her photos, well, 20 incredibly unflattering naked photos of myself popped up. The cashier gasps loudly, says oh my god, and this little fucking kid shouts he is naked mommy. That man is naked. My wife's a fucking tomato. A group of teenage girls behind us burst out laughing at the whole situation and my pits began sweating in ways I never knew my body was capable of. Anyway, my wife didn't find those pictures as funny as she would have at home. I scarred a child and won't ever be going back to that particular branch ever again. I should be asleep, but I keep thinking about this and audibly groaning. Probably the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to me. Oh, and we couldn't find a solution about the app thing. He told my wife to do something online, but I was so embarrassed my brain shut off. TL, doctor. My wife unwittingly unleashed my unflattering nudes on a child and our cashier at an H&M. As I was typing this post, she's laughing her ass off at the photos now, 12 hours later. Edit, no idea why I titled it as if it were only one photo. Edit 2, well good morning. Thanks for the gold and silver. What a weird thing to wake up to. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Also, for those of you asking how everyone saw the pictures, only 3 people did. 4 if you include myself. My wife, the kid and the cashier. The other reactions were from the extreme reactions of the kid and cashier. The counter was shaped sort of like this: vertical bar underscore vertical bar. The computer screen was on the higher part, The section where you hand over the stuff you want to buy goes on the lower bit. It was slightly below waist high and about 3-4 foot 1 meter deep. The kid's head just about got past the counter, and if he was stood on tippy toes, the counter would have been about collarbone high for him. My wife was leaning on the counter with her phone angled towards her, so the kid could clearly see the phone, and he was barely 2 feet away from it, and the cashier was stood over it, so it was easily visible to her as well. While I'm clarifying things, I don't really know how many photos it takes for an iPhone SE screen to be entirely filled when you first open the Photos app. I took 2 more than that number. I never actually counted them, so they could have been more than 20 or maybe even less. Hope that clarifies it. Edit 3. Did try brightening and dimming the screens. One of the cashiers even wiped the phone with Windex to try to rule that out as well. Lol. Also, a diving hood is what scuba divers use to dive within colder temperatures to keep the heat in and keep you warm, for everyone who asked. Also included a link in the op. The image of you wearing just a diving hood, sitting spread eagle, with a bowl of cereal is fucking hilarious. So you were the cashier? I did what any dumbass husband would do. Lamau. Kudos to you, but I've never really had the balls to do that to my wife's phone. As a H&M employee who has seen all sorts of things, I'm sorry to say that she probably told all her colleagues, family and friends, and probably won't ever forget it. I would suggest not to go there for a while. They're going to remember you. Haha. Started out so comforting, like you were going to say don't worry, happens all the time. But then it was actually not very comforting at all. The kid will forget. I saw 2 people having sex in a car when I was a kid. I know I saw everything, but now I don't remember everything. If you catch my drift, you'll be good. I don't even know you. Well, you obviously remembered the incident many years later. That kid will probably post the same comment on Reddit years from now. You'll likely never see another one of those people again. Just laugh at it. Thanks. Terribly racist. Today I fucked up by bleeding all over my crush's car seat. I've been getting to know this rad guy through a good friend of mine who's visiting from another state. He's witty and has the meanest sense of humor, which I love. Although we don't know each other well yet, we've poked fun of each other so much already. It's honestly refreshing to me that I can feel comfortable joking with him. But anyway, the 3 of us started hanging out a lot over the past few weeks, and tonight we threw a beach bonfire barbecue since our friend goes back home soon. Rewind to earlier today. I had a feeling my time of the month was approaching. I can feel my body adjusting to it, but my app says it won't arrive till the following week. No sweat. I put on cute shorts and a cute top under a flannel. Cute boy comes to pick me up and we drive. I felt weird below my waist already, but I decided to ignore it. We get to the beach and set up the pit. It was fun, and he sat beside me the whole time. Now at this point I can feel that something is happening downstairs, but I wasn't sure if it was because the sand was just a bit dampened because it was chilly and humid tonight, or if blood is gushing from my nether regions and I'm just pretending it isn't happening. A few hours after midnight, we decide to call it a night and pack up. Weird wet feeling was even more pronounced, but it's late, I'm tired, and I just want to go home at this point. He decides to drop our other friend off home first since I live farther, and I was pretty excited since this meant we'd have more time to talk. Around friends, he would always try to push my buttons. But alone, we'd have really great conversations, which we did during the drive home. I was stoked. So he dropped me off and I went to my room, forgetting about the weird feeling I had. Till I got ready for bed and took off my clothes, only to find my shorts and underwear soaked in blood. I was mortified. It wasn't just a tiny stain. If I wrung that sucker, oh, it would drip. Alright. Then I remembered that I sat in his passenger seat and proceeded to panic. If blood soaked through my shorts, there is no way that seat has no stain. I texted him shyly about it, but he hasn't responded yet. See him tomorrow morning though, and I'm terrified of what he would say to me once he realizes what happened. Well, so much for a good night. Too long didn't read. Period came early. Bled through my shorts and possibly all over my crush's passenger seat while he was driving me home. Will probably get made fun of by him tomorrow. Edit, can't believe this blew up. Haha, thanks for sharing all your stories and comments. Just to give more detail since I'm more awake now, We went to a beach in the middle of nowhere in the middle of the night, so it was completely dark and there were no bathrooms. I couldn't have done anything, I think. Also, I'm a grown woman and well aware of my body, but oh well, accidents do happen. Macron __ Macron. Also, I saw him this morning and he was totally chill about it. Said he has a sister so he understands. He didn't tell me if there was a stain or not, he just kept telling me not to worry, ha ha ha. Either way, what a relief. Edit 2, geez, some of you make it seem like a girl can't have a bad day. I've been irregular in the past year, so although I had a feeling it was coming soon, I didn't think it would arrive within the next hour. That's unusual for me. Chill out, Reddit. I know the app isn't 100% accurate. Not an idiot. Just a girl who got caught in bad timing. Peace. I had a girl who was a friend who bled on people's car seats and house furniture frequently. Accidents happen and I found people understand until they can't keep flipping cushions frequently. Did she choose to free bleed when it was that time of the month? I'm waiting for an edit which will go something like, he cleaned it up, said it was all fine, we joked about it and started dating. When I visited my crush's flat for the first time, I sat on his lap, and proceeded to bleed all over his leg. He was wearing fairly light-colored pants, so it was really obvious. I then fled to the bathroom to die of shame. Fortunately he didn't mention it again the whole evening. We've been together for quite a while now and he can laugh about it. Don't worry, it will be okay. Dude, did you just dance with some chick? Can we have an update after you speak to him? Speaking honestly from a male perspective, if my girl crush bled in my passenger seat, I might have been a little grossed out and cleaned it up, then either never mention it again to save face with her knowing she might be embarrassed, realizing the entire time that it's something that happens. In my teenage years. In my 20s, it happened, I was a little grossed, still cleaned it up, and I joked with her about it. This did happened with my now wife back when we were 23. Now, it's a random funny memory for us to look back on.